Sometimes it's nice just to make something that hasn't actually cost any money. Upcycling, recycling, I don't know, just making something work again. Well, a few days ago, on a live stream on this channel, I made a gate. Yeah, I won half the gate because I already made the other half. So I thought, I'll just show you my gate. Yeah, that I've made. For nothing. Yeah, literally. Yeah, those two gates there, I acquired several years ago, and they've been sitting up against the wall at the back of the barn for, well, several years, probably like 5 years. And originally they had boards in the bottom, and they had like wavy pickets in the top half, and it's falling apart. It wasn't built particularly well, and also it was hung just wrong. It was the hinges are way too short, and even the hinges I put on there too short. Because I need to either get some made or make up some, like a curved hinge. Because really it should be 2/3 across the actual gate, really. And a lot heavier. They're a bit flimsier. They're ready for shutters. But that's what I had at the minute, just to get the gates hung. And as you can see, I've kept the top rail. I've kept the hinge style. And I've kept the closers down the middle. The other style, the short styles in the middle. The rest of it is literally just pallet wood. Just literally pallet wood. That's all I've used. So it's basically, I pulled the nails out, although I missed one and damaged my planer. Damn me. Anyway, so I just pulled the nails out, cleaned up the sand, all up, what have you. Put some more mortises in, which we did on the live stream. And glued it up, what have you, with some PU glue. Patched up all the little holes and stuff. I noticed there's a couple more there I've got to patch up still. And I suppose now I'm out at the stage. Now I've hung on my gates, and I've put a bolt in the middle there into the ground, so there's one fixed gate. And then we have the original, although I had to weld an adapter because it was too wide. It basically wasn't no rigidity in the gate at all. So yeah, it works. It's a gate that opens and closes. Usually the idea, isn't it, of a gate. I've also put a little bolt down here. Oh, well, a bolt. It's like a coach screw with a nut underneath it, just so that doesn't sit on the wood itself. That way you get your fingers underneath it. Because usually these have a little piece on the side, and there isn't one on this one. I suppose I could have welded one on there, but I just did that instead. It works. Get your fingers under it, you know. And you don't trap your fingers under it either when you put it down, which is usually quite a good idea. There's a few flaws in it here and there, but yeah, that's just the fact that the wood has got shakes in it. Like you see. I had some serious shakes down here, but I clamped them all up and glued them up, and they seem to have held. And there was a couple of patches we had to put in. I've noticed I've missed one patch on the other side of the gate. But you know, once I make these new hinges up here, so they basically they'll follow the shape of the top rail to about here, and they look a lot nicer, I think, than these bloody old things. And also, this is only 4mm. It's not thick enough. It's not thick enough at all. But yeah, they do open quite freely. We used to have gates here. Old wooden ones down the back there. They're rubber shell things. But these are definitely better. And it's, yeah, quite pleased really. And then we get the camera out, you see. Keep the dogs in. You see, what's happening? You see, the dogs run up the gate and pestering everybody who's coming past. So this way we can contain them a little bit more. Yeah. Stop them being little pests. You know what they're like. Anyway, I thought I'd show you. It's the end result. Now, I'll say the end result. Okay, so what have I got to do? I've got to do the top hinges. Make new hinges for that, because they're just temporary, just so I can fit the gate. Ideally, I suppose the gates ought to be another 20-25mm big at each gate, because the gap's a bit bigger than I'd have liked. But no, it doesn't matter. As long as the dog can't get through it, I don't care. Because obviously, I haven't added anything to the gates. And the other thing I need to do is put a finish on it. Now, originally I had like Sadlands or some sort of nasty syrupy varnishy stuff on there. But never do that. That stuff is the worst stuff you can put on wood. It traps moisture in. It really is, you know. Unless you've got some really good siding or something like that, you know. But Sadlands, Sicklands, all that stuff, it just traps the moisture. You want something that's permeable, you know. So it's going to be some form of either oil or some sort of treatment. You know, years ago we'd use creosote, wouldn't we? These days, not so much so. Saying that, the gates up the top there, which are doing really well, the electric ones, they were put together using my Festool domino dowels. There's no mortars in there apart from the Festool loose mortars. And it's still going strong. There's no rot in it or anything like that. It hasn't fell apart yet. And that's been up there for, I don't know, 6 years now. It must be 6 years. And the treatment on there is literally engine oil. Engine oil, well, I've done my oil change on my Nissan X-Trail. Some white spirit, and then just splash that all over it. And that, some people say, well, that's something environmental. Well, of course it's not. But neither is having to travel all the way to somewhere where I can dispose of it. I'm sort of using it, I'm not putting it in the ground or anything. I'm supposed to get rain on and stuff like that, and a certain amount might go in the ground, but yeah, I think sometimes with environmental issues or environmental practices, I think we need balance. So I think sometimes it's better just to stop the production of something else that you might have to put on there and use what you got. If it works, and it clearly does, 'cause it's still there. There's no rot on it. Not yet. And it's only softwood. Yeah, so I might do that, even something like that on that gate. I don't know. What do you reckon? Or should I paint it? No, trap water in again. I suppose you use permittable paint, I suppose. Maybe. Blimey me. Anyway, it's time for me to go. It's because I toodaloo, Yeah, my little Wally's very clingy today. He had a fit. Yeah, poor little boy. Toodaloo.